So again, it's like kids from all over the world. The federal child trafficking lawsuit that's on the record right now, 3 kids from 3 different random AF countries. One from Australia, one from Switzerland, one from Germany, me from Mexico, Lara's parents from Canada. It's like, and then the whole international flair of it gives it a more of like, oh, it must be legit because it couldn't be all be a scam, all you know.
That's why I say.
Well, isn't it? I mean, please, by all means, like, how are the words of a convicted, indicted felon being role played? These are role plays. Do you have anything that makes you that? It's all just let's grab the information, and again, it's like in adults grabbing all the information, personal information of children to manipulate them, because through that ivory tower, they are manipulating what in the hell they're finding out about. Oh, they're complaining about this problem. Ask them this question, make them do an ethics cycle, So they're programming, they're doing, it couldn't be more technological. Therefore, it couldn't be more indefensible. Because where's your plausible deniability where everything is done as I just, like, no critical thinking skills. I left those at the door. It's like all of these adults have been told that their critical thinking skills are not valid inside that place. So we would love for them to defend that fact right about now. Correct. Who the New York Times pitches as 100 times bestseller. That's literal book tells them 7-year-old girls should be very okay with grown men passionately kissing them, and then the problem should be on the child. And it's like, in what world is that literally here being shown to the world 100 times? The New York Times said this was great. You know, so the corporate media couldn't be more implicating in laundering this image, right? Not everyone arrived at that point on themselves. The corporate media, stamped of approval, New York Times. You know, the corporate media, nowhere near these centers to actually put skin in the game and report and watch, not just hear what people are blabbing and alleging, right? Because that's not a thing. A million people can allege a million things, doesn't mean shit. But if they stood here and learned the background of, there's a Russian girl there that's alleged she was brought here at 16. So there's still, these hotels didn't run without minors being part of the staffing of the hotels. If you would have said everyone 21 and out, the whole thing would collapse in a second.
Yeah.
In a second, like they don't have the maids, they don't have this, they don't have that, and then everyone's inconvenienced, and then the millionaires of Scientology that pay to be serviced, right? Again, nobody ever goes after them. You're the ones that are funding this. This is your 501c. That's what this is. This is a 501. It's crazy how these attorneys get away with contextualizing everything out of order. So, oh, Your Honor, we really were, you know, people that was sent by Leah, because I did a show with Leah. I grew up in Scientology. I didn't have my passport as a child.
Well, let me ask you this.
Like,
yeah, right. Did Leah?
Like that's.
Did Leah
I don't,
call you up?
Leah and I don't even know each other since Scientology. Literally, I don't know. I
So
did
she
a
didn't
show
call
with
you
Leah.
up.
I know her personally, seen her, talked to her, like.
But she didn't
literally
dial
this
you
much.
today and say, "Hey, sir."
I haven't spoken to
come
her
on down?
pretty much since the aftermath, maybe a couple times here and there. Just it's not that relationship, and it's fine, you know. Like it is what it is. But you know, to twist this as like I'm in some sort of conspiracy with Leah to what? To go and listen to what they're defending and how they're defending it. They don't like that they're getting called out because Laura and I were there, and when they say RTC, it does just handles trademarks and nothing else, it's like BS.
Yeah,
like
that's a lie.
you know, my thumbnail in my last video that I made about this has all the RTC execs. There's like over 50 of them.
Yeah.
None of them have law licenses. How are these people handling trademarks? Like, please. Fronting Robert E. Mangle again, you know, that they did complain a lot about us, you guys, at the court. Like they made that their first order of business. And it's crazy how these attorneys get away with contextualizing everything out of order. So, oh, Your Honor, we really were, you know, people that was sent by Leah, because I did a show with Leah. I grew up in Scientology. I didn't have my passport as a child. Attorneys, what I feel is they never bothered to read L. Ron Hubbard's BS, because they just went with the pitch that Mike Rinder, David Miscavige, and Marty Rathbun, who hired them originally to prop up this 501c. These are 3 high school dropouts that had it only had its money from L. Ron Hubbard. And they were very pressed to dig him out of the grave, resurrect him after everything was going to be shut down in 86 after he died. Everything was, but in 1993, oh no, never mind, we got it all back together. So that's what's being questioned. They couldn't be more part of that resurrection of L. Ron Hubbard and propping this all up and sanitizing all these interrogations. Oh, kids are gonna love it. Oh, kids love this. It's like, by all means, Robert E., explain to us. We were kept against our will. If we wanted to leave and said, no, I don't like this question, I want to leave, they would double down, they would triple down. And it's all based on the rules of engagement set by L. Ron Hubbard. So our parents were well aware, executives are well aware, every adult in these buildings is well aware of what it is, right? So we're just speaking to explain to us how it happened, because now we're finding out passports against our will is a